So I have a really cute little process video for you today. This is the picture and some of the products we're going to be working with. These wood veneers are from the Spiegel Mom Scraps shop, and they are actually on sale for $2. So be sure to go over to the store and check it out. I'm going to use all but 3 of those Studio Calico wooden tags on my layout, and I'm also going to use some products from the brand new Pink Paisley Outfitters collection and also the Fancy Pants Goodfellows collection. I'm going to start with these wood veneer tags, and I want to change them a little bit or alter them a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm going to use some heavy body acrylic paints and a couple of acrylic colors from my stash that match the Outfitters collection, and I'm going to go ahead and alter these wood veneers. I want to lighten them up a little bit, and I also want to give them a little bit of messy color. So what I'm doing is I took just a little bit of that Liquitex heavy body acrylic, and I'm going to hit it with my mini mister, and I'm going to whitewash these a little bit. So this, what I did to these wood veneers is very subtle. It's not a heavy change, but I just wanted some of those darker ones to be a little bit lighter, but I didn't want things to be too light that you couldn't read the words. So I'm just taking some of this acrylic paint and kind of dry brushing it onto the wood veneer words. Some of the ones that are really darker, I put a little more paint on, and some of the ones that were lighter, I only did a little bit. And then you'll see I kind of put it on and then wipe it off with a paper towel to get some of the paint off, so you can still read the words on all of them. But see there, it's a very subtle little whitewash. And now I'm going to take my 3 colors of acrylic paint that I found. These are just very, very inexpensive acrylic paints. I don't use them very often, and I just have these really inexpensive ones. The only one I do have that was a little more expensive was that Liquitex acrylic paint. And so I'm going to take a water brush and just kind of, so what I wanted was I wanted to look almost like something spilled onto these words. So I just wanted them to be, to look kind of splotchy, not completely colored in. And and I want a couple of each colors, but actually I end up hating the way that green looks. The yellow ones and the orange ones, you can see the orange ones on the side. That burnt umber color is really, really light, and just to give them a little bit of color. And now they're all done, except that I really, really, really don't like the way the green one looks. I ended up not using that one, and I actually ended up not painting any of the other wood veneers with that green color after I did it. So the next step in creating our layout is going to be to mat my picture. So this photo is of my youngest son, and we took a camping trip last summer, and we were staying in a cottage that was directly beside a lake that we visit a couple of times a year, and it's beautiful out there. So he would get up in the morning and he would get himself all dressed and ready to go, and he would grab his fishing pole, and this was the scene that I would see more than any other, was the back of him fishing while we were on this trip last year, and we stayed for a week, so I saw this a lot of him standing on the pier fishing, and it was beautiful. He looked so beautiful against the lake, and I took a lot of pictures of him by the lake, and I know that I'll just end up scrapbooking them all because they're beautiful, and that's what I do. So some of them will be 12 by 12 like this layout, some of them will be 8.5 by 11. So what I did is I went ahead and grabbed some of these 6 by 6 pads from the Outfitters collection, and I'm really just piecing them together. This is only one of the first layouts I did with this collection. I actually have 3 layouts videoed or recorded, and I'll be sharing them in the next coming weeks. So I created 3 layouts with the Fancy Pants Goodfellows and the Pink Paisley Outfitters collection, and I'll be sharing those in the coming weeks. But so I just got really messy with my photo mats and matted my photo, and now we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. So these are some honeybee stamp sets. This one is the one designed by Melissa Goebel, and it is absolutely one of my very favorite stamp sets. I like all of honeybee stamp sets. I've said that tons of times. This one is called, I don't remember the name of it, but it has a whole bunch of cameras on it, and they're really, really cute. So I grabbed some of the 6x6 paper pads and my ink, and I'm just went ahead and stamped a whole bunch of cameras. My Stays On ink is starting to go dry, but I'm going to try to get just the last little bits of it used up. I have a new pad waiting, and then I fussy cut all of the cameras after they were stamped. You see them there. They look so cute, and I also put some vintage photo distress ink on them. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the layout. So I start with, I know that I want the cameras at the top and the bottom, and I want all of the wood veneer tags in the middle, all clustered together. So you'll see me kind of piece everything together here, and it really went fast because I really had a clear idea in my head of what I wanted this layout to look like. You'll notice this layout does not have a title, mostly because all of those tags have words on it, and I felt like trying to add a title would also just create busyness, and I didn't have a real firm idea of, you know, where I would place it or how I would do it. So I'm going to go ahead and just piece these wood veneers together and put them down, and you'll see me kind of put this layout together. Like I said, this is going to go really fast, and it's very easy. There isn't really a lot of things I have to say about it, I guess. Anyway, so I will say this though, Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop is coming out with new sequins that match these collections the beginning of July. And actually I created, like I said, 3 layouts with this collection, and now I'm going to completely stop until I have the opportunity to purchase and receive the sequins from the Outfitters collection, because I love sequins and they look beautiful. She put little sneaks up on her Instagram. So I'm going to grab these cameras and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling, and I'm so sorry that the bottom of my layout is cut off. I'm not quite sure. I guess I didn't get up on my stool and kind of look through my camera to make sure that I had everything in focus, and so just the bottom. But if you just know that the top piece there with the cameras and the 2 little strips of green paper is mimicked in the bottom of the layout, and you can also find full photos of this layout at the end of this video and on my Instagram and Facebook, and it will probably end up on my blog in the next coming days as well. So you can go ahead and check all of that out. In fact, I know this is going to end up on my blog. So this is, I'm going to pop dot up some of these cameras, and I'm just going to attach everything down, and I don't make you watch me put everything down. And this is exactly what the layout is going to look like. And then there's another set with the green strips and the cameras at the bottom of the page as well. So I just kind of pieced all of those wooden tags together, and I love how they look. I think they're subtle enough that they're not too busy or too heavy. And here is everything pop dotted and stuck down. And now I'm just going to take some of these puffy stickers from the Fancy Pants Goodfellas collection. These little puffy stickers are so, so cute, and I just knew I was going to love them, so I definitely bought more than 1 pack when I placed my order for them. And I ordered them from a Cherry on Top, and they're lovely. I really, really like them. I have been absolutely adoring puffy stickers lately, and these are really, really nice puffy stickers. So now this is how our layout is pretty much going to end up. I'm going to do some strategic splatters with my Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and this was in the tea color, so it's like a brown, iridescent-y, shimmery color. It's really pretty. I know I almost always go for my gold, but with the Outfitters collection and all of the browns and outdoors theme of this, I wanted to do something a little different. So I didn't go crazy, just a couple of little splashes of the tea-colored Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and that will pretty much complete our layout. Now I know at the end of this I kind of pull it up and actually show it to you a little bit. You can see the camera is a little bit better down at the bottom here. So I hope you've really enjoyed this layout. Be sure to check out all those supplies at the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop, and have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe, and I love comments. Bye!